Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. As I told you in previous video that Maya had made a list of her doubts and points about Mr. Nath, and also she thinks him a crook and tried to convince Nishad with her opinion. Now in today's video we will learn about those points, so look into your book. Fact number 1. I read his name is Mr. Nath. We must discover his first name. Do you think that's his real name? Maya, Nishad asked. Probably not, I said. Most crooks have an alias. I added a big question mark after Nath. So Maya started stating the facts that she listed. So fact number 1 is his name is Mr. Nath. We have to discover his first and real name. Then Nishad asked Maya, do you think Nath is not his real name? Maya said yes, I think so. Most of the criminals have different names to misguide the police and the people. Now look at fact number 2. Fact number 2. I read on the tenant at Shankar house say he is mad, strange and unfriendly. Number 3. He doesn't talk to anyone and is mannerless. But he did talk to us, Maya, and Mama says he is very polite. Nishad interrupted. He only talked to us because he had to. And I said, and since he was under Mama's medical treatment, he had to be polite. So the fact number 2 is the tenants mean paying guest. At Shankar house where Mr. Nath also lived, they say that Mr. Nath is mad, strange and unfriendly. His relation with others is not as common people. And fact number 3 is he doesn't talk to anyone, he hardly speaks to anyone, and also he has no manner. Then Nishad said, Maya, did you remember he talked to us? Maya said he talked to us because he had no option, only talking to us, and he is Mama's patient. That's why he is polite. Otherwise, he is very rude and mannerless. Now look into your book at fact number 4. Fact number 4. He doesn't receive any letters. 7 noted. Number 5. He has been living in room 10 of Shankar house for more than a year. I continued. Number 6. He doesn't work and sits in his room all day. Number 7. The kids in Shankar house and even some of the grown-ups are scared of him. Number 8. He has no visitors except for a spectacled, fair, fat man who visits him on Sunday for lunch. Number 9. Food and tea are taken to his room by Ramesh from the restaurant downstairs. He doesn't care what he eats, pays his bill immediately and tips well. That ends my list. Have I forgotten anything? 7. So fact number 4 is Mr. Nath never received any letter. So Nishad nodded his head in agreement. And fact number 5 is he has been living in room number 10 of Shankar house for more than 1 year. And number 6 is he doesn't work to earn his livelihood and sit all the time in his room. So from where did he get money to fulfill his needs? And fact number 7 is kids of Shankar house and some grown-ups also are scared of him. They are afraid. Number 8. No one goes there to Mr. Nath's room, only Sunday visitors. That is fair, tall and fat, wearing spectacles. He goes to him and took lunch with him. And fact number 9 is Ramesh took food and tea for Mr. Nath from a restaurant, and Mr. Nath never complained about food, and he pays bill immediately and tips well. So I am thinking that he doesn't work, then from where does he pay the bill and tips Ramesh? This is my list. If I forget anything, just add in this list. Maya said to Nishad. So these are the facts that Maya listed. Now what happened next in this story? Look into your book. Nishad had obviously not been paying too much attention to my list of facts. All he could say was, "Poor man, Maya. He must be so lonely if he doesn't have any friends." "How can a crook have friends, idiot?" I almost shouted. "At least he has one friend, the one who meets him on Sundays, said Nishad. So when Maya was reading out her list, Nishad was not listening very carefully. So after listening all the facts, Nishad still had a soft corner in his heart for Mr. Nath and said, "Maya, he is a poor man, and if there is no friend of him, he must be alone." Then Maya shouted at Nishad very loudly, "Idiot, how can a crook have friends? No one likes to be a friend of crook. That's why he is alone and has no friend." Then both discussed the only friend of Mr. Nath who comes every Sunday. Nishad said, "Thank God, at least he has a friend." Now look into your book. A brilliant thought occurred to me just then. That man must be Mr. Nath's accomplice in crime. I said, "Maybe he keeps all the loot and he comes now and then to give part of it to his partner, Mr. Nath for expenses. That's it. I'm sure I'm right." "If you insist on calling him a criminal, I don't think I want to discuss anything with you, Maya," said Nishad angrily. "He can't be such a bad man if he gives Ramesh such generous tips. Ramesh probably knows something about his past, so Mr. Nath must be bribing him to keep quiet," I said. So when Nishad talked about Sunday visitor, a thought rushed in Maya's head. And the thought is that Maya said the Sunday visitor would be his crime partner and keeps all the ill-gotten wealth. And every Sunday he comes to Mr. Nath to give his share, which he used to fulfill his all needs. Now I am completely sure that he is a crook. On hearing this discussion, Nishad got angry and said, "Maya, if you keep on saying that Mr. Nath is a crook, I will not talk to you anything about him. He is a poor man. He can't be a criminal. Can't you look? He is very generous and kind to Ramesh. He gives tips to Ramesh." Then Maya said, "Nishad, maybe Ramesh knows everything about Mr. Nath's crime, and what he is giving to Ramesh, it may be bribe not to expose his crime and keep quiet." This is your today's lesson. I hope you have understood it very well. Thank you very much.